What if your life was a movie? What if every single moment of your life was on camera? Every laugh, tear, and profound moment was meticulously crafted for an audience of one. It sounds extreme, maybe even narcissistic. But for me, it's a long journey to an even more important end goal. Most people guard their privacy, but for me, I decided to display my entire life to the public. Have you ever heard the quote, "You are the main character of your own life"? I'm guessing you have, and I'm guessing you know pretty damn well that no one in this world knows you better than you know yourself. So the truth is, your life, my life, and everyone's life is a movie. It's a story or a book. It just depends how good you want your book to be.
We're all writing a book. What's your book look like? What does your fucking book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book?
Everyone on the internet has their own reasons why they started documenting their life or memories. So today I'm sharing 9 reasons why I started documenting my life from the age of 12 till now, and why I feel like you should too. But first, I have to pack my bags because I have a flight. Okay, so I wanted to film this part in the airport, but I was so late for my flight, so now I'm here in the toilet of the airplane. But anyways, I want to explain reason number 1 on why I started documenting life in the first place. So the first reason is actually a reason that came random. But basically, when I was a kid, I used to take videos and just put them together for fun. And then I had an accident that actually made me lose my mind. And the story goes, basically, I was playing football in sophomore year of high school. This was like in 2014. And you know, before all of this, I always took videos instead of pictures because for me, videos actually captured the moment. So I decided to just put videos together for my family, for my friends, and I would put them together, make little montages, and people would love to watch them, and I loved when people watched them. This was just something I did for fun. But then one day, I was playing football, and during the kickoff, American football by the way, this is what I remember. I remember just running, and then all of a sudden, I just thought to myself, why am I running? And I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I didn't know how I got here. And then I started seeing the coaches on the sidelines yelling at me, saying, "Nick, keep running." And I looked at them and I was so confused, and I was like, how did you get here? How did I get here? Who are you? Like, what am I doing here? And then if you actually look at the video footage from that day, all you see is the kickoff, you see me running, and I just slowly just walk off the field. And from my perspective, I was just so confused how I got here, who everyone was, like everyone staring at me with weird eyes. So then they took me off to the sidelines and they started asking very basic questions like, what's your mom's name? What's your father's name? And I didn't know any of it. I didn't know my birthday, the date, how I got here, anything. And then they called the ambulance and I started tearing up at that point because these are questions that I should know, but in the end, I didn't know any of them. And then at the hospital, my mom heard what went on. She met me at the hospital and I'm just there, and there was a whole section of my life, like 3 months or so, I just don't know anything. And my memory never came back, and the only thing that made me remember was watching my old videos that I would make and watching videos from my phone. And since then, I quit football. I said, football is not for me. Yeah, it's a beautiful sport, it's fun, but for me, it wasn't worth losing my memory. But from that moment on, I started recording more in my life, putting more montages together, recording moments and memories. And this is reason number 1 on why I started documenting my life. But right now, I've been in this bathroom for a little too long, so I'm gonna have to go, and I'll see you in LA.
This is Tank. famous thing. Hello. Aren't you cute? Oh my God.
How was your first day in LA?
Okay, so we just arrived back and I have the biggest food coma. But you know what the craziest thing was? The Bluetooth on the plane. You know, that changes everything. Maybe I'm old and I didn't realize this, or this is a new thing, but that was the biggest mind-blowing moment for me on the plane. But anyways, I'm going to explain reason number 2. This reason is the fact that I am the video or the memory bank for all my friends and family. You know, it goes back to when I used to make videos for all my friends. I would just make memorable videos and put on YouTube and keep it private. And it's just for whoever was in the video, they can access that link. Until this day, I'm now 27 years old. I get asked from friends. Like I had a friend ask me 2 days ago if I could send her the link of what we used to do in high school so she can show her significant other. And you know, I believe it's like a good representation and it's an easy way to actually show your friends what you used to be and how you were back when you were in high school and then college and even now. And funny thing is, back when my friends and I graduated high school, when we went straight to college and we became friends with our new friends from college, they would just be asking me right and left to send them that link. So instead of having to explain to their friends what they used to do and how they were in high school, they just showed the video and the new friends would just know exactly what we did. But just, it never ends, the appreciation that I get from these videos. You know, a little backstory. Back when I started doing this in high school, my friends would be really annoyed that I would always film. They just told me to put down my camera and they got annoyed. And then when I came out with the first video, when all of them were in it, they really enjoyed it just because they're in the video. With the right person watching the video, it makes it more meaningful. And since then, every single friend wanted to be in the video and I had no complaints on putting down the camera or stop filming. And I swear to you, it might be annoying to put these videos together, but in the end, you will not regret having these videos about yourself. Right now, I'm so tired. Everyone's in the house. I'm just gonna go to bed and we have a big day tomorrow. I'm trying to wake up early. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Peace out. So we woke up super early this morning. We're heading straight to Erewhon for some breakfast. But basically this reason is a short reason since I'm driving. I can't really look at the camera. But basically, I personally love watching movies based on a true story. And how true can a story be than a documentation of someone's life? Okay. You know how long it took us to get up here? A good hour just from the moment we found parking down there until this spot. Now we can see the Hollywood sign, but I wanted to mention my 4th reason on why you should start documenting your life. So I know a lot of people like to take pictures because it freezes the moment, but videos capture the actual memory, the emotion, feeling of that moment. But it's different when you actually take a video from an iPhone or from your camera and put it into an actual film. No matter how bad or good the video is, it's an actual story of that moment. And with the right person watching, it would actually mean the world to them because they're in the video. So back then when I was young, I used to make videos, and there was one summer where I took a video of everything I did with every single person, and it was summer of 2016. And everyone knows that summer of 2016 was the best summer ever.
It was though.
And every time I look back at that video, it reminds me of that entire summer. Yeah, I could have videos or little clips on my phone that I could look back on, but that's just one moment. But by watching that whole video, I actually feel like I relived the whole entire summer, remembering every single thing I did into a short 10-minute video, which actually brings me to my next topic. My entire goal for all these videos that I want to make, it's to show my work and to be creative and to practice my cinematography. But on top of that, wouldn't it be cool If you could see how your dad or your grandpa was like when they were your age, imagine just watching a video from your grandpa, how he was and what he used to do back in his day. So that's one of my goals that I want to do when I start documenting my life. I want to one day show my kids when they're my age at this point and they could see exactly what their dad or grandpa did. I just find that really interesting. What was the other one?
Look at me waiting.
Dude, these are nice.
They're so cute.
Black and white was a good idea.
Girlfriend, people. Trust your girlfriend.
Damn, these are really good. So I'm here at Santa Monica Pier, and we just enjoyed our night here, and we're about to end off this night. But I want to explain the sixth reason, that being time, memories, feelings, and emotions. They fade as time goes by and life goes by in a blink of an eye. But when I rewatch my videos, it brings those feelings and emotions back that I, actually forget. And it's always nice when I rewatch my videos. It just makes me go back in time. With this chaotic and stressful life, it's always nice to just go back to my roots, my youthful roots.
Jet lag is kind of hitting me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Like the
Oh yeah, because the police are right here.
Yeah.
They closed up here and we're heading home, starting our day off good in Orange County. LA, no more. How'd you like it?
I like it a lot.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Oh, hey, we're heading over to Newport right now.
Hi there.
We're gonna spend the whole day at Newport and we are leaving right now. The seventh reason is the mirror effect. It's something I learned while in the process of filming my life that I thought would be a really great and insightful thing to share with you all. And I realized this while rewatching my footage while making the dialogue for my videos. I noticed certain habits, patterns, and unconscious behaviors that I would have never realized if I didn't end up filming my life. For example, I realized that I always use the word actually. I realized I always smack my lips like when I speak. And if it wasn't for me documenting my life, I would have never noticed these certain habits and behaviors that now I'm trying to improve, and I'm still working on it, but it's getting better. And it's funny to say this because in residency, we're required to document our surgeries and follow-ups, and from the documentation, we can learn certain things we did correct, certain things we could have done better. And if it wasn't for us documenting our surgeries and follow-ups, we would have never noticed these little aspects. And if you bring that same concept into articulating your words, by analyzing your footage, you're pretty much analyzing any mistakes that you would have never noticed if it wasn't for you documenting your life. And I know everyone hates listening to their own voice or watching themselves on video, and I hate it too. I swear it has way more benefits than the initial cringe you'll get when you first hear your voice for the first time on camera. So we're just here enjoying hot dogs and s'mores at Newport Beach, here with Bahar. And I want to explain the 8th reason. And this reason is actually a story I'm gonna tell you about someone really close in my life, but I'm not going to say their name. So this person, when I heard this story, I was shocked because this person really close to me wanted to commit suicide. And before they committed suicide, they wanted to write out their entire story from the moments they had when they were young, the memories, the stories they had with other people, old friends that they hadn't talked to in years. Their goal by the end of writing out their entire story was for them to commit suicide and for the people close in their lives to read that story and see how they were when they were young and the things they felt and the people they knew. But by the end of writing out their entire story, that person realized that there was way more to life than the low period that they were having at that point. That person felt like everything for them at that point in their life was going downhill, so they decided to write out their entire story. But by doing that, it gave them time to step back, reflect, and to see that there was way more to life than just that low period. So when I heard this, I realized that by documenting your life, you can actually bring the same concept by reflecting, taking a step back, and seeing how your life is and how your life is progressing. And if you ever feel that there is a low point in your life, by looking back at these documents, you can realize that maybe everything is gonna be okay.
That's good. Oh, it worked.
So we're just here in Laguna Beach, spending our last day in California before we head to our flight at 9 p.m. tonight. But the 9th reason is once I started documenting my life, I had the chance to meet people with the same passion and mindset as me. Growing up, I would be that only person in my friend group that had the hobby of making videos, making films, and documenting my life. And it's weird being the only one to do this. You kind of feel like an outcast. But once I actually started documenting my life and putting it on the internet, I had the chance to meet people with the same hobbies and mentality as me. I would have never had this opportunity if it wasn't for me putting my life on the internet. And I was surprised by the amount of people in this world that actually have the same passion and mindset as me. Just by putting my life on the internet, it gave me endless possibilities and endless people to meet. And I had the chance to fly over to different countries and meet up with them. And you know, I'm not really a big creator. I just started making videos and posting it on the internet seriously about 2 years ago. And all I have to think is putting my life on the internet. We did skimboarding, fell on our ass.
We tried skimboarding.
Fell on our ass and now it's bleeding. You have fun?
I had. I'm entertained.
Oh, if I'm shining, everybody gotta shine.
Water bottle empty, guys.
So I just want to leave you off with a little bonus reason on why you should document your life, and it's to just do it. You know, I used to worry a lot about what people would think if I was to make certain videos, if it was cringe. So that held me back a lot from making videos in my early days. But now I'm 27 years old and I just care less and less about what people think as I get older. And really, there's only like 2 people in my life that I actually care about what they think, and they're all for me doing these videos. And I always like to remember the quote, you care less about what they thought if you realized how little they did. And it's true, because if you were to post a video and it was a little cringe for someone, all that person's gonna say is, whoa, look what Nick did. That's so cringe, right? That's all they're going to say, that's it. And then they're gonna go on with their life and you're gonna go on with your life, and that's all that they're going to think and realize about you. So just do it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you got some insight out of this video. Peace out.